Okay, so it's time to do the Paclock a Month giveaway drawing for June. Just one thing I wanted to go over real quick. I said it in my podcast, but I want to say it here on the channel too. Currently, the podcast is taking me quite a bit of time, so I spend a lot of time researching stories on my own, trying to find something, trying to come up with a weekly topic out of the stories I find. And that's taken quite a bit of my time for the week, and it's probably going to mean that I don't do very many videos here on YouTube, which honestly is okay with me for the most part, because I think the channel really is just kind of for fun, and it didn't really have any real value to the community, where I think the podcast has a little more value to the community. So I'm okay with stealing from the time on the channel to go spend it on the podcast for now. Depending on how things go, though, I may suspend my YouTube lock sport videos completely for a while. I'm just gonna have to feel it out, but some weeks like this week, there isn't a whole lot of news and information coming in from other community members, so I'm going to have to spend a lot more time researching that stuff on my own. And if this keeps taking a lot of my time, I may suspend the Locksport videos on here and transfer this Paclock a Month giveaway over to the podcast and do it over there as part of the weekly podcast. It'll give me a little more to do on the podcast to fill more time there, and also mean that I don't have to film and edit a separate video for, well, 2 separate videos for that every month. So that's a little more time I have to spend on the podcast. But having said that, it's time to do the actual giveaway draw. Let's see. Is this visible on my cameras? There are 3 cameras pointed at me right now and 1 microphone, so it's kind of crowded in at the desk right now. So I've got the URL loaded for the video. I've got Locksport in as the word that was required. I've already done get comments, and it says 14, but I'm going to run it one more time just to make sure nobody misses out. Oh, still 14 unique commenters. Let's see who wins. 3, 2, 1. And who's it going to be? Who's it going to be? Who's it going to be this month? And it's Pocket Woman. Congratulations. Pocket Woman, just a reminder, you are in Australia. As part of the rules for out of the country, if you want the Paclock, I will have to collect shipping from you. So if you still want it, email me. I'll make arrangements. If you want to pass, then please let me know that too, and I can redraw. But at the moment, you are the winner, and congratulations. And since I've got y'all here, I suppose I ought to pick a lock, huh? So this is a, what is it? A Dorma Euro cylinder. And let's see. I don't think I've done this one on camera before, but I honestly can't remember. It was in the drawer for the ones I haven't done on camera. I try to keep them separated that way, but, you know, I may have made a mistake. We'll click out of 2. No, something doesn't feel right. Okay. 1, nothing. We'll click out of 2. Nothing on 3. Click out of 4, but okay, 2. Click out of 3. Click out of 4. Click out of 5. I don't have it clamped in there good enough. Whoa, that was unexpected. Sorry for the camera shake, guys. Should have used the rubber on these vice jaws because this thing is not holding in there very well. Oh, there's a little rotation. Counter. Click. Counter. Click and open. Okay. There we go. Just had to get in the right position. Get that out of the way. Do. Shim. Most likely follower. Looks good. All right. Get that clip off of there. Oh, it's going to be one of those, isn't it? Hold on. I gotta get in the tool drawer. I didn't anticipate that clip. I think this should do it. Maybe a little more. I always hate these things. I don't want to bend them too much. All right. Get a shim in here. Which way did I turn it? Where are my key pins going to be? All right. So I don't make the same mistake as last time. All right. Let's see what we got. Maybe. All right. Wants to do it the hard way. Let's do everything the hard way. Go. No. Okay. And last one. There we go. Standard core with a Yale-like keyway. No key on this one, so you'll have to get your idea of the bitting from key pins here. Shim out of here. Pair of tweezers. And what do we got? One is spool. Two is spool. Three is a standard. 5 is a spool. 6 is a spool. The springs don't really want to come out. There we go. All right, let's see. Which of these cameras can I zoom in the best? This one. I think. Okay, there you can see it. All standard key pins. 4 spools, 1 standard right in the middle. Nothing special. That was the keyway. And really nothing special in there. All right, guys, that's it. Congratulations to Pocket Woman. Get a hold of me. Let me know if you want to accept the Paclock. And thanks for watching. And don't forget, guys, to share any news you have on lock sport related stuff, any giveaways you want shared, anything at all with me. You can send that either to my charles@charlesbuildscrap.com email or podcast@thelocksportscast.com. They both go to the same mailbox, so send me anything, even if you don't think it's important. I will include as much as I can in the podcast. You never know what I might find use for. You might not think it's important, but it might fit in with what I already have received from somebody else or something like that. So thank you, and remember to keep it legal. Alright, I thought you guys might get a kick out of this. This is my lockpicking station. Looks all nice and clean until you pull back and you see, oh, there's a camera right off to the side of where my head goes. Oh look, there's another one over there right off to the other side of where my head goes. There's a little one sitting over there, and hanging behind this one is a microphone. So if you zoom out, you can see that this is a combination of Locksport video and podcasting station. This is in its video configuration. There's my coffee there. This is where my wife sits for the podcast. And this table, this TV tray rotates this way, and I sit back here with this blanket behind me when I'm doing the podcast. All my Locksport tools. Actually, I'll switch it around to podcast configuration and be right back. Okay, and here is the podcast configuration. My wife sits over here, and I have reversed the camera and the microphone arms. There, I swap these two when I'm doing video, so the microphone comes in behind the camera gets more over top of what I'm filming, but this works better for recording the podcast. She sits there with her notes. Got blankets on a rack here, towel on the wall, blanket on the wall, towel in the corner, and blankets in front of the closet door here, and then this divider in the room. Let's see, how can I film that best to help contain echoes. If it's just me doing a solo for the Lock Sportcast, it's just me in this corner with the board, my coffee, the computer with my outline, and that's basically it. Of course, these lights would be off for the podcast. I don't turn those on, but it gets a little dark in here for recording this if I had them on. So anyway, thought I'd share that with you. You might find it interesting.